Okay, for this next section, we're going to look at both formatting and widgets. Okay, so formatting is easy. The classic block is just what you see is what you get. You're going to type in code or whatever, and it's going to show up on your page. The code block is not what you think it is. It doesn't let you write code. It just formats. It formats your text in code format. So a lot of these in the formatting section, they're not very exciting. Think of it as formatting text a different way. So if we look at the pre-formatted, it just will format your text kind of in this software design text. A pull quote will give you a couple options. You can pull quote with lines, you can pull quote in a solid color, and of course you can change the line or solid color that the pull quote is in the sidebar options. Table is exactly what you think it is. It's a table. You got captions, headings. You can alternate colors. It's really simple. Verse just lets you format text like a verse. If you have a lot of poetry on your site, this would be great. And then that's essentially all you need to know for the formatting options. Okay, so now let's look at widgets. These that are classified as widgets are not the widgets you're usually familiar with. This is going to be more blogging specific. So if you have archives, this will just give you overview of, hey, here is a link to May 2021, and if I click on it, here are all the blog posts I have from that date range. Okay. Categories does the exact same thing, but instead of by date, it does it by category. Here are all my blog posts that have the category of test. Very exciting. What if I want to change it and see all of my examples? Exciting. I tagged the same one, test and example. What about uncategorized? Here it is. So it gives you the archive page. You have all of the same options you had before. However, it's just a nice little roll up. We also have a latest posts. So if you want to add the latest posts to your page, it's as simple as I'm going to come down here to this page that we've been working on. And actually, oh, look, I've added a third column. I didn't want to do that. Let's go to this right here. Select column, remove block. I'm going to add a separator. Then I'm going to give myself a new heading. This will be an H3 to follow my site structure. And we're just going to call it the widgets. Okay, so let's look at the latest post widget. The latest post widget just gives me a list of my latest posts. However, on the right-hand side, I can add the post content, which allows me to add an excerpt or the full post content. It lets me change the excerpt length in real time. It gives me the options to display author or date. Do I want to include a featured image if one exists? Do I want to filter by specific categories? And how many items do I want to pull in? 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 100 on the page. So we're just going to stick with 4. Sure. Update. So now if I go back to my page, online training, I'm going to refresh this. Look under here. We've got our horizontal line, our measured latest posts. 1, 2, 3, with all of our options right here in the middle. Fantastic. Okay, let's go back to our available blocks. RSS feed allows you to pull in an external RSS feed. So if you want to pull in an RSS feed from, in this case, NASA, you can absolutely do that. You just paste in the RSS feed. This page will show you all of the options on how to get that set up and working properly. I'm going to do social icons, then search. So social icons allow you to add exactly what you think, social icons to your page. So I'm going to say click to add. I'm going to add, and then I'm going to search because there's only going to give me 6. So let's say I want to add my Facebook to a location on my page. Here's the Facebook option. I can add a link to my Facebook account, which I'm just going to put facebook.com for now. Add. And then it's going to give me some options, right? I can add another one. Let's add Twitter. And click on it to add the link. And if I click on it and go over here to the Twitter label, I can add a label, describe the link, like my Twitter. But then if I go back over here and I click outside the Twitter icon, or I use the list view to select the entire social icons row, I can change the item justification from left, right, middle, space between each, or change it from default to logos only to pill shaped, which I kind of like the pill shaped, so let's stick with that. I'm going to hit update, refresh this page, and now we have our icons right here. Fantastic. Okay, finally, underneath icons, let's add, well, no, not underneath icons. Let's add it to our sidebar. I'm going to get rid of this duplicate sidebar. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Control Z will undo. Okay. It thought I wanted to remove the, thought I wanted to remove the details, not the block itself. I want to remove online training sidebar, not the content from within it. Okay. So let's click this. And I think I'm out of room. Click this and say remove block. There we go. Okay. So we don't need a third link here. Actually, I'm just going to erase that. And I'm going to put another heading under here. And this is going to be a heading 5. And we're going to call this heading site search. And just for fun, we're going to give that a horizontal line to make it look like the one above it. And we're going to call site search. We're going to add the search block. And this will give me a couple options. Do I want the search to have its own button? Do I want the button to be outside or inside? And do I want it to be an icon or the word search? And do I want to have the title on top or not? Optional placeholder text. So I can say search, and this is what's exciting, this site. I'm going to give a little bit of space here. I'm going to add 15 pixels of space. And we're done. Save the outline and the sidebar. So if I refresh this page, when we go to our sidebar, now we have a site search. So if I want to search my entire site for the word block, no longer do you have to search the entire WFU network like you do up here. You can search just a site for keywords, which is great. So I'm going to go back here and say, man, I really want to see the online training page. So I'm going to search online training, and boom, here's the search result, and here is our page. So that is huge. It's what a lot of you have been asking for, and allows you to search the content of your individual site. Use it with care. Okay, So we covered all of the formatting and all of the widget blocks. So on the next section, we are going to cover custom blocks that Wake Forest has built.